So the boy Young Spray has cleared up the pay allegations against him. Firstly, I want to shout out Tanks, bruv, because the maturity that I've seen in these videos, I was actually watching his video. I'll flip the screen. I'm going to play bits of it, but he was on the RTM podcast and his clip went crazy viral. And imagine getting so much hate online of the back and forth, what happened with him and Spray. Imagine getting so much hate. Yeah. But the fact that he reacted and he spoke on the RTM and the pain thing and he done it, grown. Like, he could have been harboring feelings. For me, probably, I could say sometimes I do petty stuff. Sometimes I could have angled the video in a biased way because I might have had negative interactions with, you know what I'm trying to say? But anyway, let me just give you a backstory. Obviously, Annie, one of the, I won't say co-host, but one of the females that's gone on to RTM podcast, she's gone on there a few times, you get me? And obviously they speak on current affairs. They've had an argument and he's gone on the session podcast, whatnot, Spray. There was a clip there. I'm not going to play it. But obviously Annie stated, it kind of sparked up from Annie. Annie stated, I don't get paid to come on here. I just come on here, show love. I'm just going to say it like that. Just as, obviously they're going back and forth. They're done now, by the way. But Just is basically saying he's reacted to Surviving RTM, saying basically your co-hosts don't get paid. Pinky kind of has stated anything around pay and whatnot. And obviously Just basically said Chronic don't get paid, whatever. Now Spray's kind of addressing all of this. He's going to address it. He's breaking down. So I'm going to play, obviously, firstly, I'm going to pay Tanks. I'm going to play Tanks. And I'm going to let Tanks know, my bro, we're locked in. You get me? So, you know already. Me, you, Chatler Ross, blah, 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 blah. We are locked in, bro. You get me? We're not gonna turn against each other. We're locked in. But let's get into this one anyway. Let's get into it. Make sure you lot subscribe to Tanks', obviously, his YouTube, as you can see down here. Subscribe.
Watching thing. I brushed over this in a live stream, but if Spray told me how much money he was making, or I wouldn't be saying this publicly. You know what I mean? But Spray is in the top 4% of people in the UK. Only 4% of people in the UK make six figures, which just shows how bad the country is right now, considering.
That is crazy. I didn't even know them stats until I watched Tanks' pod, and he's very intelligent. He does a lot of research. He does more breakdown than me. My pods are more down the road of, we've lived that. I can tell you stories for days because I was there. Do you know what I mean? Or I experienced it or whatnot. So, but it's crazy to think like 4% of people in the UK make six figures and more. And obviously it's confirmed, man's not pocket watching, but it's confirmed that Spray is in the top 4% to make six figures a year. And that's that's giving Spray's flowers, because like I said, and I've said many times, the brother has built his thing for 6 years. Every single week without fail, he's dropped content. And you know what? I remember when I had a studio space in Streatham, I had it for about 3 years, and Spray used to use the studio for a couple episodes, you get me? But no matter what, he drops content. So you have to give him his flowers. For me, you got to address the paying stuff, bro, because when I was on RTM not too long ago, man mentioned the little man thing, and the paying thing, it can't be selective, you get me? Because it's like, what it is online is we pick and choose. It's okay to, we give that one a blah, but for Bouncer, we're going to flip and hang him. You know what I mean? But anyway.
And how expensive things are. But Spray is in the top 4%. Just off looking at the numbers, just of putting, making an educated guess. He's in the top 4% of earners. How can somebody in the top 4% of earners in this country that's come from nothing? Because it's different if you're born into wealth. If you're born into the wealth, of course, you can't say you're intelligent. You can't. But when you've come from nothing, you know what I'm saying? You've come from the background he's come from, and you build it brick by brick.
And by the way, because I'm flipping reacting, obviously you can't see Tanks, but Tanks is speaking anyway. So say my bro.
And you took a risk and you did it when nobody else was doing it. Even when your brethren thought you were mad for doing it. How can you call a man like that dumb? That's it. That's all that needs to be said. But anyway.
A lot of people from this podcast, and I pay for things as well. Like, what do you lot do? Because we're on like our fourth well. What?
And as when he says pay for things, it's true because he has to pay for the studio, you know? And this is public information, you know? I wouldn't say this if it wasn't out there, but because Spray puts like the studio that he uses on his thing, you know what I'm saying? But like they rent the studio, innit? So every single episode, Spray has to pay rent to use that studio. And not every episode will do well. What's helping his channel is the fact that he's posted like thousands of videos. So every month he's guaranteed to get a certain amount because of the traction that he's built over multiple years of hard work. That's the fruit.
I thought I stopped it too early. So let me break that down as well, like, because a lot of people look at this space and think, yeah, boom, I'm going to jump on YouTube. I'm going to make a video and it's going to get loads of traction. And like I said, it doesn't matter even if you've got crazy following. Like YouTube retention is very different. Like it's literally dropping consistently. I remember even talking to my team and I was like, oh, what's enough of videos to drop? They're like, if you drop one video a week, it's enough. And I'm just like, bro, like we are in the world of people consume footage, content, like every second. Like they will binge on TikTok. Like, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to talk on current affairs, but I'm going to drop more regularly videos between 15 minutes. And whoever likes each topic, they will tune in, whatever topic people like. Anyway, touching on what Tank said, just on the back of building. He built his infrastructure, but he's built it now. So for me, it's like, okay, you've built it. I know my editors, you get me? My editors that do short form, and I know how I paid, do you know what I mean? I pay them quite a lot. You get me? Well, my editor that does short form, I pay him quite a lot. I pay him near enough 2K a month just to do that short form, post it, snap. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, but if you're making capital from a place, you're going to put it in to make more and grow your channel. It's not, this is why I said Mr. Beast or KSI, they both stated the money that we make from YouTube, we put it in to make it bigger and bigger. That's my philosophy. Whatever capital that gets made in YouTube, you need to put it in to make the channel bigger, or other areas. You get me? And so you're in people's faces, and it's just about marketing, isn't it? But yeah.
It's of his labor. But he might, you know, I'm not sure how much he's paying, but he's there for 4 hours. He might have an agreement with the studio, a good relationship with them. But there's going to be times where episodes probably make a net loss, you know? You never know. You know what I mean? You never know. You don't.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Spray's, obviously what he said in response to getting paid. And just to kind of show you, even I was on season 1 of flipping RTM, as you can see at the top. Season 1, this is like 4 years ago. You get me? Look.
Maybe he doesn't need to go to prison. Because you see me, I was a very clever youth, a smart youth. I got all my GCs or whatever. I got caught up with the wrong crowd.
And that was literally years ago. That was almost 5 years ago. Man jumped on that 4 years ago, 5 years ago. But anyway, let's get into this. This is the most important thing. Let's get into this.
Who's doing all these podcasts?
Yeah,
Who's
no
getting
one,
paid?
they're
What
not.
what co-host? Who's getting paid? Let me see.
Well,
Punch,
they're getting
how
dead
much are you
changed.
making off the session, Punch?
Yeah.
Allow me, blood. You get what I'm saying? 'Cause I pay a lot of people from this podcast, and I pay for things as well. Like, what do you lot do? Because we're on like our fourth well. You just ain't even seeing it yet. Let's everyone stop talking shit. Like, oh yeah, yeah, bro. Stop watching my pockets and all that. Worry about people around you getting paid. Like, worry about people around you. You getting paid on TikTok talking shit.
What I will say regarding the session as well, obviously the session's just starting up. So in order to build a YouTube platform, you need to kind of not even look at even getting any form of payment for at least 2 years. Just build a YouTube platform, and then as soon as payment as soon as money gets made, it goes into editors, it goes into the studio space, just so you're not taking a loss. And then once you get into that ecosystem, it's like bam, dumbing down on that retention, you get me? And building you get to a Chunks level where Chunks dropped 2 episodes and it's got 100K subscribers just like that because of YouTube retention. But it's all about getting pushed out to a bigger algorithm. So it's like, okay, cool, you can get 150k views from that track, from that video. You've now been pushed out to an algorithm that has a total of 10 million YouTubers, for example, YouTube visitors that will just click and see your face, and it's down to them to click on it. Do you know what I mean? And then if you can get a video that does 1 million, then it could be 50 million, etc., etc. And then it's just kind of, as soon as someone watches that, it's like now retaining and keeping dumbing down on that sort of things. But anyway,
Who's getting paid? Like, where's everyone's money? Like, who's getting paid? But big up everyone, but I will let you know for free. Anyone that's been on this podcast, down to Pinky, down. Look, everyone go and look and see who was Black Kings posting Pinky's music before he sat on this couch. Was any of the blogs posting Pinky's music before he sat on his couch? Was any? Do you understand? Like, it's something, innit? Like, let's stop acting like it's not nothing to come and.
No, it's definitely something. You get me? But like I said, and you did mention about TikTok Live, and what I realized, this is why I was saying everyone needs to come off TikTok Live, because what's happening is you're making, bro, if you're gonna speak on your podcast where these other YouTube channels can clip that and then post that, and then you can direct people to your platform, bro. You get me? Instead of going on TikTok Live, where now these YouTube clippers are just clipping and making money off you. But what happens is everyone's on the TikTok Live, and it's like, that's their thing now, bro. TikTok Live. So whenever any argument happens, it's like, boom, I go on here, I will react to it. But because a YouTube page, I'll go onto a TikTok and react to it. And this is why even earlier, Pinky's like, oh, these lot was like, rise up to the YouTube, the TikTok Live. I said, I'm not rising up, bro, for these UKs and these people to kind of clip man's content and make money off man. I'd rather people speak on me and it's done that way. But I'm not stupid, man. You get me? But yeah.
On the RTM podcast, let's not acting like, you understand? And oh yeah, is he paying anyone? Forget that. Stop watching man's pocket and just understand Chronic gets paid, though. Do you lot get paid?
All right, he's confirmed that Chronic gets paid. So now he's confirming Chronic gets paid. Obviously, someone said Chronic don't get paid. Obviously, Chronic's getting paid now. He's confirmed Chronic's get paid. He's saying stop flipping watching pockets. But of course, man, people are gonna watch. As soon as someone states that they're not getting paid, that's a big thing for me. He's addressed it. You get me? And to be honest, I'm gonna play Cream in a minute before I wrap this up, just so you lot can see.
Let's start there. Does Punch get paid? Because you're not making no money, so certain people get paid.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't doing anything outside of R2, you don't get paid for anything. Why am I paying you?
Why would you pay them then?
Do you understand? You're here for yourself.
Yes,
to
yeah.
make some, like, to make yourself. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's benefiting
Like,
their
it's
team.
benefiting you.
And he did state as well. There was another clip that he mentions about Cream, Ice Cream, saying that Cream got paid. She was getting paid, even when she went to another platform. It made sense because she didn't get paid on that platform, and obviously Cream has confirmed she gets paid. So this is what Cream had to say.
That's why you have to do your own thing.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why nobody can tell me nothing. See
Exactly.
there? Convo with Cream.
Mm-hmm.
Right, go.
Yeah.
No one can't style me again, and no
Period.
point at no about who is this and who's
Yeah.
is that after I gave you the entire idea. That's why you have to pay me. All women
For
are there.
real.
I was being
Innit?
paid.
Period.
Let everybody know that.
Yes.
Even on maternity, paid. Do you know them one?
So she states that. So she don't like Spray. They've had an argument, but she's still stating, listen, you have to pay me. So obviously she's confirmed that.
One's there.
Period.
A Cream in him. Right.
Yeah.
Don't ever get it twisted.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let them know your worth, because you know what I'm seeing. That's why I had to have Lily back as well, because you see, women, we're in the industry, innit? And if you make them, you'll make them take you for idiot, call up your name, have you in all kinds of clickbaits, all kinds of stuff. So sometimes you have to let everybody know. Do you understand that you're on a different type of time? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we're actually out here doing things. And the reason why we are looking like this is because nobody knows. Yeah, lie, Lily. Lily's got announcements to make that nobody knows about.
Yes,
Lily.
of course.
I've got announcements to make that
Of course.
nobody knows.
No one knows.
And big shout out to both of them, man. Do you know what I mean? We need more people in our space. We need to be making sure that we support. You get me? Obviously, make sure you lot subscribe. Obviously, I'm already subscribed to Queen Ice TV. Make sure you subscribe to her YouTube.
So when you're busy watching me and I'm watching me, who's watching you?
All right.
Watch yourself and focus on yourself, because that's how people go way past you. When you see me not doing episodes, don't worry about why ain't you doing any episodes. Don't worry, because guess what? Cream's doing stuff. There's
Do you know what it is though, Cream? You gotta understand, you built a cult audience, sis. You built a cult audience. No matter what, when you was on RTM, you were in Spray, you made sure every single week you recorded and you released an episode. So people see you in that. They see you there. They see you. You're gonna give us the content that we need. So even if you're doing other things, which is amazing, but your people need you, bro. We need the content. You've got a cult audience, you've got a cult following, and you've seen what you've built on the back of working with Spray, regardless of anything that's happened. So we understand. I understand when you're doing it by yourself, it's more difficult. Do you know what I mean? And it's good to do it with a team, and you're doing an amazing job.
the reason why there's no episode up, because I'm booked doing something. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, watch me. We're growing.
At all times.
At all times.
You're never going to see us fail.
Yeah.
What do you feel?
So yeah. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Obviously, let me know. Spray's built up his thing to this level now. He's stated, he's confirmed that his co-host gets paid. So let me know your thoughts, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, guys, there's 72% of you guys that are not subscribed. You're watching the YouTube. You're tuned in regularly. So click the subscribe button, man, and peace.